Hello guys, this is Sandra here, and today, as you can see from the title, you already know what we're doing, and from probably my strange face. And we're gonna hop in with this palette. So without further ado, without further ado, let's go for it, just because I look crazy. So I just concealed my eyes with my usual Wet n Wild Photo Focus concealer. And I'm not gonna set it today, I didn't do it on my other eye either. And I'm gonna go in first with this muted orange shade. And I'm gonna just take a big fluffy brush. I used the Blancamus Cosmetics E42. Oh, that's a bit underneath spitting out there. And apply it just a bit above my crease. And it is a really nice muted shade. I will just keep going back and build it up. And I'm gonna bring it out. I'm gonna use it in the outer corner as well. And I haven't used this palette in a while, and I had it for a long time, so I thought it needs busting out again because it's a beautiful palette. I don't think it works as well as it used to, but what can you do? It's quite old. Then I went in with a small blending brush, something like that, and I dipped it in the more vibrant orange, and I built it up a little bit lower in my crease. Just sort of there, and it just brings in a little bit more of that orangey shade. It doesn't do too much. And then I go back with the brush that I used before and blend it. And you just build it up as much as you want. I'm gonna go back in a little bit more. Same on the outer corner, although we're gonna build in other shades there. And just blend it out. I just feel a bit weird filming as my boyfriend is upstairs. Obviously we're all quarantined, so you know, we're all home. Well, I say all, it's only the two of us, but you know. Alright, then what I did on the other eye is I still used the same brush. And then I dip into the red shade there. It would be so much easier if these had names, but never mind. And then I build this up on the outer corner, both in the crease and in the actual corner, like as on the eyelid. Again, I'm going back to the Blancamus brush that we used before. And just blend, blend, blend. Now I only have foundation on and concealer under that eye and my brows, so I will have to finish my base too. But I thought I'm gonna finish my eyes first. So I can still put concealer there in case I have any fallouts, although I didn't really have that on the other eye. But also because the eyes are quite strong, so I don't want to overdo it on the cheeks. Okay, now that that's blended out, like so, I'm gonna dip in to this dark purple and the black, just the tiniest bit, still on the small brush, if I can find it, right in front of me. This one that we used before, and this is just from a set from Amazon that's I think called Fake Face, but I had these for years. And I just do a little boop in each shade, and then blend it on the outer corner. Again, swapping back to that brush just to give it a bit more blend. And then I cut my crease, but I didn't really do it to give it more definition. As you can see, it's still fairly smooth, the transition in there. It's more just to give it a more sticky base once again, because this palette is not the newest, so it needs a bit of extra help. And I used my MAC paint pot in Perky, and I'm gonna use it on a little lip brush just because it makes it super easy to cut with. Then I'm gonna take a small flat brush. This is from MAC, but the numbers are a bit, yeah, I can't really read them anymore. And I'm gonna first tap them in this corally shade, and then I'm gonna tap it in this one, which is exactly the same, just a bit shimmery, and it gives it a little bit of a glow, not too much. Unfortunately, it's not as glowy as I wanted it to be, but there's nothing I can do now. I'm gonna use this shade first, the matte one, and tap it all over, just because the other one is not quite opaque by itself. And then I'm gonna dip it in the shimmery one and pat it on top of it. And of course I have a bit of fallout now. This is why I didn't do concealer. And then I'm gonna go back in with the blank canvas cosmetics brush and do a bit of a blend. And I will try to brush that away as much as possible. And then go back again with the shimmery shade and just put it on top. First I'm gonna go back in with another small flat brush and the red shade we used earlier and pat it where it sort of meets the outer corner as a transition shade. And then I'm gonna go back to the smallest one and dip it again in the purple and the black, so it helps to darken the outer corner a bit. And oh, that was a lot. Okay, let's see if we can blend it out. That was way too much. Okay, let's try to tone it down with a bit of red. And maybe blend a little bit on the other side. You know, matching it up. Whew, okay, we're safe. So next I went in with an eyeliner. I know it doesn't seem fully matching, but once the eyeliner is on, I think we'll be fine. And I used the Kiko kohl pencil in the shade 11. It's a bit annoying, it doesn't have a name. And I just did the tiniest flick, and it's a purpley grey kind of color. And I think this is just perfect to give a bit of definition without it being too much. And sorry, I'm looking around because I need a mirror. So I'm gonna just do a tiny flick. Alright, I had to even it out on the other side because this one became a bit thicker, but we're there now. Took a while. What I'm gonna do now is quickly put on some concealer, set my under eyes, and then I'm back for the under eyes. For the lower lash line, I just took a flat angle brush and dipped in again in that purple and just sort of took it in till the middle of my eye, like so. And then took a little blending brush, which I can't see but I know it's in front of me somewhere. Oh my god, how blind can I be? Well, I don't know where it is, so I'm gonna take another brush. This is just from the Balm palette, and I'm gonna dip it back in that muted orange shade. and blend this out under the whole eye. And I'm not afraid to bring it down quite low this time around. I just want it to be messily blended. And I also went back in with the brush that I used on the top of the eye to blend the blank canvas one. And just do a little sweep. Again, just to make sure it's nicely dispensed. For the inner corners and the under, the brow bone, underbrow, oh my goodness, my brow bone, I'm gonna take this brush, which is the Sigma E47, and I'm gonna dip it in this pink shade because it has a nice little slight shimmer to it. And I'm gonna apply it right in the inner corner. A bit more there. And then I'm going to take the same shade, apply it under the brows, but because I don't want it to be too pink, I'm going to use the white shade from the palette as well and just apply it on top of it so it takes down the pink. And then as a one last step, I'm going back in with a blank canvas brush and just give it another soft blend on top and on that side because I feel like it. And that's the eyes done. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna finish the rest of my complexion, put on some mascara. Everything that I use will be in the description box below, and then I will be here to say goodbye. Alright, so that's the look done. So you can see the eyes from close up as well, and then I'm gonna zoom you out. Oh no, out. And don't mind my wet hair, I just washed it and the weather is amazing, and I generally prefer to leave it just air dry anyway, so that's what I'm doing today. So it's a bit messy, but that's the look. I just kept it nice and glowy, a little bit of bronze, a little bit of blush, and fairly natural lips. So again, everything that I used will be in the description box below, and that's my use them shadows for today. I like it, it's simple but colourful, and it's just, I feel like it works well with the top that I'm wearing, and it's really nice and summery. The weather is amazing today. Of course, I have no balcony, no garden, so I can't really enjoy it, but at least it looks nice. And I think that's it for today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing. That would mean so much to me. But for now, I'm gonna go. I hope you have a lovely day, and bye bye.